Midas touch, Midas touch, Midas touch.
Unmute myself. Okay, I had to unmute myself. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your sponsor, Lucky Rico. Welcome once again to another Monday night Gold Standard Group conference call. And we do this every Monday night, man. And I'm fired up, man, because I know there's people on this call that went to Let's Go Weekend. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. But I know we're going to hear some of that energy. You know what I'm saying? But look, just a little bit. If you're new to this call, I see we got a lot of people, names I haven't seen before. I'm an IT specialist of 20 years. I work for a Fortune 500 company. And when I got introduced the opportunity to get into KBC coin in the ICO phase, I was like, man, I understand where this thing is going. Now, when I got involved last year, I had no idea where we were going to be today with all this new information. I just understood cryptocurrency and the need to own something like gold bars. And again, I want to welcome all the new people out there. But before I move on to someone else, I want to shout out Marcellus Duke James for getting his bronze package. Congratulations. Congratulations on that, sir. We're going to come to you in a second. But I see my brother right now, all right, Earl Dixon. I see him right there in front of me, and I'm going to unmute you, Mr. Dixon, because I know you're going to have something great to bless us with. How you doing today, sir?
Well, I'm doing fine. First of all, I want to thank you for a wonderful presentation and your level of professionalism that you bring to the table. I mean, the quality of your presentation, man, is just, I can't even give it words, man. There are no words can explain the level of professionalism that you instill into your presentation. So I want to thank you for a job well done. So, guys, I'm here, and they call me the Bitcoin man for a reason. I was in IT as well for over 15 years with a company called Nortel. And I was studying digital currency. But when I heard about digital assets, not just digital assets, but a digital asset backed by gold, and KaratBars was releasing it, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me because I was just in the subject matter of digital assets. And KaratBars has really given me an opportunity, and others around the world, close to 1 million affiliates, to be able to take a peek inside of the blockchain industry. Not only have they given us opportunity to take a peek inside, they're actually giving us opportunity to witness history unfold right before our eyes. Now, last week was a very historic week. Why? Because Maxine Waters, some of you guys have probably heard of Maxine Waters. Yeah, she's a senator, and she's a congresswoman, let me be very clear on that. And she was able to do the very first hearing with the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission, on cryptocurrency. Some people say, why is that important? Because now we've made cryptocurrency, we're adopting cryptocurrency, and the government itself is accepting. And there would be no other coin, no KBC coin, no KCB coin, without Bitcoin. So I'm really excited about what's rolling out. And the next thing I want to say, as far as history is concerned, Wall Street came to crypto this past week. It literally happened with a company called that. And you say, why is that significant? I want to tell you why it's significant. It's significant because whenever you got involved in a futures contract, historically, whenever you won the contract, you would get paid in American dollars when you win the contract. Well, when that came to the forefront on the 23rd of this month, just a couple of days ago, it allowed the futures market to get paid in Bitcoin. And so, well, why do you keep talking about Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the master. And because the global world and the global community, especially Wall Street, has adopted Bitcoin as a payment method, that's opening up doors for KaratBars. Okay? Someday soon, we may simply see futures being paid out in KBC, KCB, or our mainnet coin. Okay, because Bitcoin is actually opening up the door. So, guys, I want to just welcome everybody here for this platform. I want you to just buckle up your seat and relax, because Dr. Harald Seiz is giving you a bird's eye view of history in the making. So Rico, thank you for giving me another chance to give you guys updates. And I'm crazy about this system. Thank you. As we witness history unfold before our eyes.
Hey, it's unfolding. Like I said, when I got involved, I had no idea that the gold standard bank was going to be stood up. I had no idea there was going to be a second coin. I had no idea there was going to be a third mine. I had no idea there was going to be an IPO offering coming up. And if you read the news in your back office, there was a note out there that said, hey, all the details of the initial public stock offering are going to be in your back office. All right, so we're going to be the first fully regulated crypto economy, financial system, and it's amazing. But look, I want to call my brother up because I know he participated this weekend in Let's Go Weekend. So, Dr. Harvey, are you there and available to talk? Because I know you got some great information to bring up from this weekend.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
First of all, again, I want to reiterate what Mr. Dixon said. It was a wonderful call. You always bring a lot of good information to this space, and I appreciate it. One thing I want to say is that just to piggyback on what you said, you know, the company has moved very, very quickly. You know, in 2017, you know, the concept was just saving in physical gold. And now we've moved from saving in physical gold to having a cryptocurrency, to having a cash machine, to having a K1 Imports phone, to KaratPay, to, you know, the exchange, to now having the WIM laptop. And so again, I mean, this thing has happened so quickly just in the past 2 years. And so, you know, the sky is the limit. And I had the opportunity to go to Let's Go Weekend this weekend, and I saw Ms. Fung. I also saw Mr. Phelps, and he may want to say something. I saw Quante Bente, and, you know, I may have missed a few people, but it was just an exciting time. And, you know, Let's Go Weekend has grown so much. I mean, I think, you know, the crowd has almost doubled in the last year. And we got an opportunity to see a lot of leaders in KaratBars, and Mr. Harald Seiz was able to speak to us on Saturday. And, you know, he reiterated, if you have the coin, you know, you will be successful. And so if you don't have the coin, you know, you never have enough. And so even though that I have coins, I'm still gathering coins. And so if you think you have enough coins, you don't. And so I encourage you to continue to go out and, you know, get these coins, get these KCB coins, you know, and continue to share this opportunity with other people, because you can get the coins for free. You know, there's the bonus section. And so a lot of people who I met at Let's Go Weekend, they got millions of coins just by sharing this opportunity to other people. And so again, thank you again for allowing me to participate in this call. You know, it's a wonderful, wonderful time to be in KaratBars. And, you know, good night to all of you. Turn it back over to you, Rico.
And that's absolutely right, Dr. Harvey. You hit it on the head. If you share the information, this is really all we need to do, is just tell people that holding physical gold and acquiring it often is a good thing for your net worth, your bottom line. All right. We use that gold and pass it to our children, to our legacies. And we teach our children how to manage that gold. And also, if you adopt early cryptocurrency, you know, Bitcoin led the way. Bitcoin man was right. BAC stood up last week, and it's allowing these Bitcoin futures. If you start early adopting, because that's what the phase we are now in around the world is, adoption for cryptocurrencies, and it's happening. And we have, in my opinion, the best thing on the market. People ask me all the time what cryptocurrencies I believe in, what blockchains I like. Do you like Cardano? Do you like Stellar? Do you like all these things? And I always say the same thing. Can it handle voice over blockchain? And if it can't handle voice, then I ain't too excited right now, because I know what we have. I know definitely what we have. And I know we got a lot of new people on the call, and what we need to do is have you put your questions in the chat window. If you have a question, definitely put it in the chat window. I'm gonna call up my brother Gold DJ because I know he, like myself, didn't make it to Let's Go Weekend, but we are just as dedicated as everyone on this call, and I want to give my brother a time on the floor. So, Gold DJ, are you there? Could you share with us today, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Lucky Rico?
Well, thank you, sir.
Good, good. First of all, good evening, and just like everyone said, another great presentation, another great pre-call and pre-video, excuse me. Just always adding extra value to this platform each and every week. And I'm gonna be brief tonight because I know y'all get tired of hearing me every week. And again, congratulations on your new one. I know it's your first week back. But just piggybacking on what you and Dr. Harvey had talked about as far as this business uh, accelerating so fast within the short period of time that it has. And one thing I like about what we have in our hands is that it's one big family. It's one big family atmosphere. And when you offer this opportunity to someone, especially someone you care about, you're really adding value. You're not really trying to sell them anything. You're really trying to get them to open their mind to something new, something that they might not have been taught before. And that's really one thing that I appreciate about you, in our friendship of over 20 years and whatnot. And I've trusted you. You came to me with this opportunity. You really posted about it, and just off of the strength that I value your opinion, and I value that you're serious about what you're doing. I went and took that step of faith, and I didn't know anything about cryptocurrency. I knew that you knew something, and I'm just kind of following your lead. But just over the course of a year, I've been able to learn about cryptocurrency, and then also learn about all the things that KaratBars has to offer, the importance of saving gold and whatnot. It's just been one joyous ride this last year and a half, and I really appreciate you for that. The second point I want to make is, yes, no, I didn't get to go to Let's Go Weekend. I had a previous engagement. I was trying to get down there Saturday morning, but the logistics just wasn't there. But I looked at the streams, and I looked at all the video feeds and everything like that, and and I was just so upset with myself because I really wanted to be there. I really wanted to be there, and I had other things to do. But at the same time, I even made a post about it. I made a pact to myself that, excuse me, I'm moving forward. I will not miss another Let's Go Weekend. I can't. I truly believe that not going, at least on the Saturday, like I wanted to, not going really cost my business thousands of dollars. Even though I received a lot of the information secondhand through the videos, and you gotta, wait till the updates come out on social media. The ability to be in that atmosphere and get all of that information, to shake hands with the CEO, see other leaders, other family members, and team members, and other affiliates in KaratBars, just to be in that atmosphere. Even looking at, like Dr. Harvey said, the attendance growing, astronomically, over the course of time. It's just something that I have to be a part of. That being said, this Saturday, I'm going to the DMV Super Saturday in the DMV. It's up in Oxon Hill, Maryland. I don't have anything to do this Saturday, so I'm going to drive up. I'll post the link in the chat window for all that want to check it out. But we have to. Well, myself, I have to take ownership and try to do everything I can to make as many events as I can. And excuse me, I even want to try to make the Richmond event tomorrow at the Publix, if Kwame Benson want to come up and elaborate on that, if they still have that. But that's all I really got today. I actually, I'm going to shut up now because I want to hear from somebody new this week. So hopefully some of our new listeners and affiliates and guests will come in and say a few words. But thank you very much. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We do want to hear from our new people. So if you're new on this call and you're not maybe in KaratBars, let us know something in the chat window. Just say hello to us. Most of us here are business partners and affiliates of the company. And we understand what we have right now is valuable. It's super valuable. So it is important that if you have a meeting that comes to your area, in 100 miles around your city, you need to go, because putting yourself in that room with other people that are where you want to be, all right, and where we want to be is free. And I chose this location in my house to sit today because I wanted you to see this, because we talk about freedom a lot. And right there, that's a part of the Berlin Wall. This is the part that we took off of the ground after the people that wall held, in captive. They took sledgehammers to it and they tore that wall down. When that Iron Curtain fell, these East German people came out and were free. And I was lucky enough to be able to witness that, my father being in the military and me growing up overseas in Germany, in Berlin. So I was there on November 9th, 1989, when these people got their freedom, real freedom, from being held captive, you know what I'm saying, at a place they didn't want to be. They can't get to see their loved ones. So I'm not going to be long-winded about that, but what we have is a freedom plan for everyone that want to get free from the system, free from debt, free from having to go to work every day to a place that they don't enjoy. Wow. Gold DJ wants me to call Miss Charlene Kelly up. So let me find Charlene on the list. Miss Charlene, I'm coming to you. So when I unmute you, you're going to be live. So let me find you. There you go. Miss Charlene, hi. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you? I hear Earl Nixon's on this stream.
Yes, he is. He's on the stream. Yep. Hold on. Let me unmute him as well. But welcome to our call tonight.
Well, I just found out about it from another affiliate of mine.
Well, while you're on, so you're an affiliate, right?
Absolutely.
Could you?
I was at the first Let's Go weekend.
The first Let's Go. Well, we want to hear your experience thus far. I'm going to mute my microphone and I'm going to give you the floor right now. Just share your experience on this.
Okay, well, this has been a spiritual journey, and Earl will validate this. We started out at Let's Go Weekend in 2015, and I have to tell you that everybody that I have met in KaratBars is here for a reason, and they touch our lives, and we just keep growing. And we saved a lot of gold in the beginning. Now we have saved a lot of crypto, and our businesses are growing, and it is the most magnificent thing I've ever seen. I've been a nurse 42 years. I've worked a lot of jobs. There is nothing like KaratBars. And Mr. Nixon is an old buddy of mine, and I admire him beyond words. So I'm excited to be on this stream with your team and to hear the information. I'm going to go back and listen to all your recordings. And I just appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Well, thank you so much. Wow. I mean, 42 years as a nurse. And she's absolutely right. KaratBars is the best thing I've ever seen. I've never been part of a corporate structure that has this family like vibe to it. Everybody's family. And Mr. Dixon, I'm going to let you say something on top of that, if I can unmute you, because this is like most of the people here I've only met through KaratBars, and it's just been an amazing ride, and I certainly appreciate everyone who has joined this ride with us. And if you're still thinking about it, what is holding you back from signing up for a free account? That's what we really want to know, because one of the principles of wealth building is to pay yourself first and also improve your skill set. And that's what network marketing will do for you. It'll make you better in what you do. And definitely consider KaratBars. We are growing. We are operating in over 140 something countries. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. So Mr. Freon Phelps, I didn't see your hand raised, but I'm going to unmute you and let you add your thoughts to this. Welcome to the call, sir.
Thank you. How's everybody doing this evening? Can y'all hear me? Okay, great. Yeah, man, this was my very first Let's Go weekend. And I just want to say that the experience, you know, was amazing. You know, you can see some on video and look back and look at all the past ones that have happened, but just to actually be there in the presence of all the people in that good energy, it brought a whole nother, you know, a whole nother feeling, and you can really feel the love and the family, and you can just tell that everybody in there is one team, you know, and it was just a great experience for me. I got, you know, to meet a lot of people, shake some hands, take some pictures, and you know, I'm just really glad to be a part of this family of Gold Savers Worldwide, because, you know, it's really, you know, changed just my outlook on a lot of things, you know, far as it just building that generational wealth, you know, with having children, and, you know, just really thinking about how the dollars and everything moves. It gives you a different perspective to see like the true importance of owning, you know, physical gold. That's why I think that auto exchange is like one of the best features that we have, and, you know, you should definitely set that up, because you'll be, you know, once you set it and forget it, it's just like putting money into your savings account. You know what I'm saying? It's just you actually getting that physical gold, you know. And I was just thinking about I don't want to take too much time, but I was just thinking about, you know, some of the pros and cons of it, and you know, the pros and cons, well, the cons of owning physical gold, KaratBars is basically knock those completely out of the box. You know, when you think about physical gold versus, you know, those ETFs. With the ETFs, you know, you never own physical gold. You never have any possession of it. Somebody else is in control of it. And, you know, you got to pay all type of management expenses and things like that. But with KaratBars, how they killed it, how they've knocked that completely out the box, is basically you own the physical gold. You know what I'm saying? And it'll come right to your door. You know, one of the cons people like to say about owning physical gold is only a couple of them. You know, it's theft, whether somebody come take it from you, or, you know, whether it's real or fake. And with KaratBars, you know, of course we LBMA certified, so the real or fake part is all the way out the box. You know, that's nothing. So, and with the theft part, they have a free vaulting system, so you can, you know, keep it there in the system, and you can have it shipped to. I can have it shipped to me whenever I want it. So, you know, that's just a great thing. And if you're on this call, like, you really want to align yourself with this company, not only for the physical gold, but just the leading spot that we have in innovation and technology and everything coming forward in the future. So, you know, thanks everybody. I just wanted to lend my 2 cents to the call, and, you know, appreciate it, and talk to everybody a little bit later on, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Freon Phelps. And absolutely, we need to own the physical stuff. All right. You know, we're used to ones and zeros already if you got a checking or savings account. And, you know, if you go to work and you get direct deposit, you never really see no money. It just goes, it's digital anyway. Now we're just looking at owning physical gold and storing your gold digitally online with KaratBars. And that's simply all we're offering, ladies and gentlemen. We're spreading information, we're sharing information. And we have a bunch of free resources and tools that we use to do that. I mean, most of us here on this call are business owners. We own our own KaratBars franchise, because I saw somebody put the franchising thing in the chat window right there. But we look at ourselves like franchise owners of one of the probably the top company in the world. All right. But from what I understand, and I don't know all the details, I'm going to wait till all the real details come out to say a whole lot about it. But from what I understand, we're going to be franchising brick and mortar locations. So you'll be able to stand up something like an Apple store or a UPS store for KaratBars, where you have the gold machines and the K1 phones, the WIMs, all the products. You'll be a location. So so don't take look, I'm hearing all this stuff because I wasn't at Let's Go Weekend. So I'm hearing all this stuff secondhand, but stay tuned to your back office. The news will come. And Mr. Benta, I see you have your hand raised, so I'm going to unmute your microphone because I know you were at Let's Go Weekend, and maybe you can say more about what I just said. How you doing, Mr. Benta?
I'm doing pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Hey, I know I don't sound excited, but I am still excited and still pumped up from this weekend at Let's Go Weekend 9. Being amongst some powerful, positive energy is just a way to continue to fill my currency of belief in what we're doing. Just like you, Mr. Rico, when I came in this thing, I couldn't even imagine all that was ahead. I came here to acquire as much gold as I can to secure my family's financial future and get a few coins so maybe I would become a multimillionaire. But Mr. Harold Seiz is a visionary, and he's done, hey, this has been nothing but magical. And I just want to commend you on doing such a great presentation each Monday. I mean, you keep stepping up your game every time I tune in. It's just amazes me at the skills that you got, and all skills and talent in this universe. KaratBars is a universe. There was so many different people there from all walks of life. And all of us continue to dream and want to make a positive impact, not only just in our families' lives, but in people's lives all over the world. So keep doing what you're doing. And everybody, y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Just keep sharing this information is all we do. We're not trying to convince nobody. All we're doing is sorting those out, you know, um, and that's it. Like Mr. Ty Best says, everybody, 98.7 and breathing. Share this great opportunity with them and never give up. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Benter. Real quick before you go, Mr. Benter, you having your meeting tomorrow, right? At the
Yes. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Publix at 4591 South of the Burnham Avenue, second floor, conference room. Every Tuesday we have we call it the Real Money Experience, the Gold Cup Network, and the VIP group. We've teamed up together to do this for everybody in the area. If you know anybody in the area, send them to the presentation. We'll make sure that we take good care of them and send them back to you ready to sign up.
Thank you, Mr. Benter. Thank you so much. And
all right.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a world-class affiliate system. All right. No matter where your meeting in the world may be held, you can send someone to it. And if they go to that meeting and say, such and such sent me to this meeting, they can say, oh, okay, we're going to give you all the information, but they're going to push you back to the person who referred you to that meeting, because the affiliates, it's a family. We honor, the work that we put in spreading this information. And that's all we do is spread the information, because someone is going to connect to it. And what I'm here to tell you, that people now, just because I'm consistently on Facebook, on YouTube, on social media, on Instagram, I'm continuously putting the information out there. They may not respond immediately. People may not respond immediately. All right. It may take 2 or 3 times before they see it. It may take some one time, like Gold DJ. So I sent it to him, and he hit me back. He said, okay. And I called him back. I was like, okay, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's that quick. But sometimes it takes 10, 12, 15 times before somebody finally gets it. But eventually they'll get it, because they're going to see what's happening in the economy. They're going to see what cryptocurrency market is doing to traditional markets. They're going to see the adoption happening globally, and they're going to put 2 and 2 together, and they're going to be like, man, I heard such and such put something on social media about this. Man, I need to call him or send him a message. I need to ask him questions. And that's what's happening for me now. People are now that don't want to do KaratBars are now telling people that are talking about cryptocurrency and gold to come talk to me, and they still haven't signed up. And I'm like, well, thank you, but you could have signed up and took that person for yourself, and maybe, got your network started. But some people don't want to do that. But look, again, I want to congratulate Mr. Marcellus Duke James, because I've talked to that brother about getting his gold, his bronze package, and he said he's working up to it. So again, I want to bring him up right now to share his thoughts. Mr. James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, sir, the floor is yours. Welcome.
I just want to say to all those who congratulated me on getting my package, thank you. I'm gonna be honest, I've been with KaratBars for a year and roughly 3 to 4 months. And when I first got into KaratBars, I knew nothing about it. I'm be honest, I knew nothing about cryptocurrency. I've heard about it, but not really, really dug deep into it. But just through um, these meetings that take place every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, the power calls, it amped me up to where I had just as much as enthusiastic as the person that wanted to share the opportunity with me. I wanted to be a part of it myself. And so now that I've gone this long and put in a lot of work sharing KaratBars on Facebook, I just got to the point where now I'm starting to put my Facebook videos on YouTube. So now I'm opening up a whole nother mainstream for my business and KaratBars as a part. And so I'm just so thankful for all the opportunities that KaratBars that KaratBars gives to someone who may not know too much about cryptocurrency, but if you was to take the time to just sit down and gain an understanding of how to work the trades, how to save gold, how to share with other people the same opportunity that you gain. Like everybody else before me, I don't want to take up too much time, but I just want to give a personal testimony about me sharing KaratBars with, just a few people that I know. A couple of days ago, I was talking to one of my cousins, and he was just so skeptical about KaratBars, and I was just like, cuz, at the end of the day, the fact that you hear it from me, that's nice that you hear it from me. I want to share the opportunity with you, but you're not going to hear it from me. So if somebody else was to come across your path and tell you the same exact thing, would you take the opportunity? And he was like, yeah. So it's like, why not take it now when someone that for your entire life standing in front of you who is doing it and working it, and you can see the growth that's taking place in my life? Why not grab a hold? But people with getting to know a new system is difficult.